is set, angels by my side. We're all set to jet. Lights flashing bright, crowd starts to cheer. In this moment, magic's near. Beautiful angels, stars of our show. Stabuday morning, ready to glow. We laugh at clips, British madness inside. In this moment, everything's just right. Music starts, beat takes control. With every move, we're reaching our goal. Angels in spotlight, shining so bright. In this moment, feels just right. Together we dance in perfect sync with laughter and joy. We're on the brink, angels and I, a team in flight. In this moment, everything feels right. The stage is set, the moment's near. Our show's about to start. Let's make it clear. It's angels by my side. We're ready to ignite.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whoever you are, whatever you are, anyhow. Welcome to Stabuday, where we weren't late because Zach arrives when a Zach arrives. Hello, Zach.
Howdy.
How are we doing this fine morning?
Great. Was I supposed to give my soliloquy then? I'm sorry.
No,
No, that's when you give your eulogy.
Eulogy. Okay. All right. For my own self.
Is that for you all?
Optional, anyone. I mean, I was going to go with Bozo the Clown, but you pick your
Or
personal
Harambe.
Lord and Savior, Geraldo. I mean, whomever.
Geraldo.
I've still got my notes for Harambe, so.
Yeah, let's bring that. That's too soon.
Too soon.
When you looked at me with those big eyes, you made me cry. Harambe, my hero. Now, you're just a zero.
Taran,
Take it
yes. She said she never thought she'd see Zach as an angel, but remember, Lucifer was also an angel, so it kind of goes both ways.
I heard he was pretty hot. I mean, Rings of Power made him pretty hot. Or wait, was that Lucifer or Sauron or... I don't know. Are they even following a book at this point?
He's
Anyway.
really good on the guitar, that's for sure. The Bible says.
Well, he should be either a drummer or a bassist.
Well, drummers aren't
That
really
was in
musicians,
Deuteronomy.
so-
Oh shit.
I'm not sure bassist is, as a former tuba player, what is a bass instrument? We're not musicians. We are just people who know how
A
to
tuba player?
I used to play the tuba.
Oh,
Jamie, you
yeah,
should watch
I
this
forgot
show.
about
We've
that.
been doing this for
Wait,
2 years now.
Baker, are you telling me you can follow me behind the candy aisle and do the, wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah, to remind me not to eat candy?
No, that would be the bassoon way of saying. "Wah." The other one is
Damn.
That is-
Wait, why was I thinking it was the tuba and you just kind of
I
carried
thought
around
it
and you were
was
like,
too.
wah, 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 wah.
well, that's well, you could do the elephant dance, just oink, 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 oink. Well, not oink. that
Okay,
would
I
be the
need
pig
that
dance.
for the candy aisle, please. Aldi now has the entire Girl Scout cookie lineup for $1.99. I just need that,
That's
to
why
remind.
Baker's cheeks. That's why Baker's cheeks still puff out so much, because he was a tuba player.
Actually, I never did the Louis Armstrong thing. You don't do that because it's just a waste of energy.
That's
What's
Dizzy
that?
Gillespie. You ever
It's a
see
Dizzy
Dizzy
Gillespie.
Gillespie play? He looks like he's got balloons in his face.
Yeah, but that's because he learned a lot wrong technique. That's why my belly's fat, but I have a big diaphragm because you learn to expand.
That's what
it,
she says.
Yeah.
Zach,
No
I
wonder
did
you
it
didn't
for
get
you.
pregnant.
You learn to expand your diaphragm so you can keep, instead of the normal 4 liters of air, you can keep 5 liters of air, and it works real well.
Twins.
I'll say the last week in the festival, it works real well if you're doing some tuna diving.
Speaking of music, Las Lalas de Tunas would be a great name for a band.
It
Like
really
kind of
would.
slightly Mexican style. That would be.
Okay, but what would their first song be? The can rattle, rattle. If the can's a rattling, don't knock. What are we?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Doesn't really rhyme though, but yeah.
She's the fish of. She's like the chicken of the sea. There are plenty of her around.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Is this what we're gonna do the whole day? Just make up
Probably.
some
so.
names.
I'm beginning to think Zach and I on the same stream might create a nexus of just non sequiturs in the universe that will collapse reality upon itself.
Yeah.
Zach,
Señorita
¿qué pasa?
Laura, órale.
Órale.
¿Qué pasa, calabaza?
It's
She grew up in the wrong place. She doesn't know what orale means because they only say that in Mexico.
no, they say that in East Los. Jamie knows that because she watched the movie.
Oh yeah, I'm very fluent now.
She can say "sí," el
Sí.
estúpido.
No. That's stupid.
Mo is fluent in a certain language, but I can't remember which one it is.
Oh, I am. It's pronounced cahoont. It's
Oh.
Eastern European,
Oh.
slight German. It's got a lot of
Cahootanese.
Nordic. Yeah, but it's definitely it's where to go. Now, I am still a grammar and spelling outlaw in even my own made up language because there's no laws and there's no grammar when you're talking.
Cahoot.
Even the dog's like, "You're killing me, Mo. You're killing me."
What was that?
That's my dog. She's being a Jackie. Hang on.
She expanding her diaphragm.
She's learning how to do the tuba.
Dropping some swear jar funds just to be safe. Well, there won't be any swearing because most people don't know it, but Zach is actually a youth minister. That's why I brought him on today because Jamie has been lacking a little bit on Bible on a budget. So today, Zach, Sodoma Gomorrah. Let's do it.
Well, I was only ready for Methuselah to do a study on him and Melchizedek. So I think we got our lines crossed.
Malachi always gets the short end of the stick. He really does. Hezekiah, you know, your parents name you hesitate, you kind of get upset. You keep talking about a guy who's not even here yet, and you're like, we were promised the ice cream machine at this McDonald's would work. And they're like, a guy is coming. He has been foretold. And you will one day get a McFlurry. And then we wandered 40 years in the desert. It was, you know.
Brutal.
I
It
know
was.
that's you can't be that bad at navigating. We found America in an open boat, went over there, said, no, this is a bad idea. Went back home, and then an Italian employed by a Spanish person found it 400 years later.
Have
They
you
couldn't
ever
walk
met
from Egypt to Israel. It's not that far.
Baker? Have you met women? We will spend money at Kohl's to get Kohl's cash, which is not a real tender. And then they circle on there how much you've saved because apparently someone somewhere will pay $80 for a pair of slacks. And then we go home and tell our husbands, I saved us a lot of money today, and it only cost us $300. That's how we got lost for 40 years. There was just
Yes,
a Kohl's.
Someone had a flash sale, and it was a longer flash sale. It was one of those going out of business sales that never ends.
That's what I imagine purgatory is like.
What's the
Just
uncomfortable
stuck in the
question?
mall for years.
Not to cause drama. What is the love-hate relationship you have? We don't have a relationship. Zach is banned on the channel. He can't be on
We
the
just
channel.
hate each other. There's no love. We used to fight over Danielle. Now we just fight.
Yeah.
It's easier that way.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
because-
So when is one
Cut
of
out
you
the
going to come
middleman.
in with your? Okay, where is your entrance music? I thought you guys like WWE. I want a little bit of the Roddy Rowdy Piper
Sunday.
or who was the guy that always said, "I'm a sexy boy. I'm a sexy boy," and he kind of talked his own theme song.
I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy. John Michaels.
Okay, one of you gets
Yeah.
George Michaels and the other one gets
George
Goodbye
Michaels.
Horses.
George
Go.
I'm not
Michaels.
George Michaels.
George Michael liked to have smacks in toilets. Shawn Michaels wrestled and liked to have sunny days.
Did he wear assless chaps that were bedazzled? Because,
They both did that.
all right,
Yes.
well, then they
Yeah.
cross at a Venn diagram somewhere.
I'm
By
just
the
saying-
law of intrinsic Liberaceism, they go in the same category.
But I'm not a horse person because I don't like that. But how many chaps are not assless?
Well, good Christian ones that you wear to
Sure.
communion. Duh.
They're only
None of
gay if
some
you
of them?
They're
bedazzle
all
them.
assless. But what piece of clothing cannot be made better if you say it's assless? I mean, it just is hilarious. A shirt is technically assless.
Yeah,
I am wearing an assless shirt right now.
Technically.
that's why. That's why it's called Donald Ducking. What I'm doing right now.
Donald Duck in it.
Holy God, Mo needs some sleep. Maybe this is what happens when I wasn't allowed to eat my stuffing. I've gone into weird mode.
Yeah, it wouldn't be better with assless diapers.
Assless diaper.
Just the front, please, ma'am. Trying to conserve the universe. We're letting them free. It's the mullet of diapers, so it's business in the front and fertilizer on the back.
I can't compete with Mo.
That's not a swear.
Okay,
swear
I
word.
have to
It's
make sure that
funny.
Imodium I took was not Quaaludes. What the hell?
Yeah,
Just even more filterless than usual.
Ritalin. That's Imodium,
That
right?
should probably be something I speak to my GP about.
Sure. Oh, by the way, because I heard other people complain about it when we get into these ongoing shows. If new people are here, hello all, and welcome to Stabuday. Because sometimes it's just we just move on from where we were last week, which no
Yeah.
one can remember because we try to forget. These lovely ladies are my co-hostess, my angels, my one, my only.
Your
And
duo.
Jamie. Mo, talk about yourself.
I'm Mo. Apparently, I have less of a filter than I always do, which is gonna probably get Baker in trouble with the BBC and Eurovision. Sorry. I just don't get it. I just tend to say weird things on the internet and people seem to like them. So, hey, I have nearly 5,000 people that listen to me and 6 children that don't. My cats are optional about whether they listen to me. And my husband got me my channel so he wouldn't have to listen to me. So
It's
it
a
all works
perfect-
out in the end.
Perfect.
It's the circle of life.
Mhm.
And Jamie,
Yes.
Jamie and I raise crickets together.
hmm They're at his house 100% of the time, though.
You can buy them for $19.99. Easy payments, one complicated payment.
They
Just
are
write to
gross AF because my sister has a lizard that I've had to go buy some for her in the big bags. And they've gotten loose before. And that's not fun.
What is she feeding?
Huh?
She feeding a snake or something?
It's some kind of gecko.
Don't
Yeah,
they
they
have
stink.
pellets or something?
Not the geckos, the crickets. You get too many crickets together, they stink.
Well, yeah, because you buy like a bunch of them and then you only can feed them a little bit at a time. So you have this like big bag of crickets just hanging out. Ugh.
Like, where are the Skedios, Mom? They're right next to the bag of crickets. Just scooch it on over. We're saving
these-
those for later.
these Funyuns are really crunchy today.
Ew, ew.
Mom got some weird almonds. Not even sure about them. Pretty sure she's got glaucoma now. Still gonna eat them.
I had a friend that ate a cricket. He got $27, which when I was a kid, that was a lot of money.
Heck yeah.
I was envious. He even got to dip it in ranch, which I thought was cheating.
You know, ranch can save a great many things. I don't know if it can save a cricket.
No.
Not even Hidden Valley.
No.
You know, the true and only ranch dressing.
Now, I was in the back of a restaurant where we worked, and he dipped it directly in the restaurant
Stop
ranch.
it.
So if you ever eat at seafood restaurants in Texas, you might.
So was the cricket also locally sourced from the restaurant?
It was a free range cricket, yes.
Yeah,
It was,
the Outback.
it was all natural, organic. It was a cricket with hopes and dreams that were shattered suddenly by ranch
Well, he was
dressing.
unburdened by what he had been burdened by, and now he was burdened by Hidden Valley, and then he was burdened no more.
That's right.
What about deep fried tarantula?
Stop it.
Ooh,
There's
yeah.
not much meat on one of those.
Y'all,
like spiders.
no.
that
Eat it
much.
like a crab, like with the little legs.
Mo.
Yeah. Yeah, they do that. I've seen that. They have spiders that are like a foot across in the rainforest somewhere, the pygmies or somebody. And
But that's not
and
tarantulas.
they
Tarantulas is like the size of your fist or something. You can't get much meat out of one of those.
Well, there are cultures
Yeah.
that eat guinea pigs, but I still don't think that's a good idea.
There's a lot of meat on a guinea pig. Yeah, you don't eat the little toy ones you had at your house that your kids used to play tennis with. You eat the ones down in South America that's kind of big.
Not the
the size of a
domesticated
hair.
ones.
The
Fluffy
domestic.
and Molly, you're safe for now. But wait till we get some of your undomesticated friends. We're gonna have a breeding program.
Hey, I'm saying like Chandler Halterson, meat's meat. And you're gonna eat what's
No.
being served, or you can go to bed without dinner. That's the rules in my house.
Jamie,
And
we
if
can
you-
have peanut
if you-
butter sandwiches
Thank you.
in my house. Because gross food is gross. I'm kind
Yeah.
of, that's the one thing as a parent I was kind of okay with. If you think a food is gross, you at least have to try it. You have to take one bite, but then you don't have to eat it.
And no, I don't eat guinea pig, but I'm saying if it was on the menu, and I've eaten pig's feet. I think that's more disgusting, with the hair still on the skin.
The hair.
Yeah, there's
I'm
hair
out.
on the pig.
You stop it.
Jamie, I'm telling true life stories, and you're sitting here. Stop it. Not everyone had that privileged upbringing like you.
Yes,
I got
Baker
the
had to go out
Tupperware
and
box.
skin his own chicken wings. It was
Yeah.
terrible. He had to pluck them and all.
Can you just eat normal foods, please?
But it's normal to, Jamie, there's people who would look at you and say, you eat pork? Which is weird because bacon is made by God himself to prove he exists.
Oh,
And then people
And to a
will still
lesser
not eat it.
extent, spam. We call those
never had
people
spam in my life.
Unitarians.
I'm more worried about cockroaches in Takari.
taquerías. Órale.
No habla españoles.
How do you not say taqueria?
Because I don't know if you're saying tacurias or you're saying tacaria, or I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know what the words. It's the same with the double L in Mallorca. I was about this years old when I found out it's not Mallorca, it's Mallorca. So
Yeah.
I know habla.
By the way, you need to teach your AI how to sing Stabuday, because in your song it says Stabuday or
Yeah, that's-
Stabuday.
I like it better.
you know
It's
he
a
likes
single
that.
entendre.
You
We
like
like
that
those.
booty?
He likes it like that.
I'm a booty man. No, I'm not. I'm a 90s kid. Pamela Anderson,
He's a
Jasmine Bleed.
Oh,
so crazy
I
stripper eyebrows are your.
I love
are
when
your
those are the
thing.
two that he knows.
No, there was Erika Elniak as well, Carmen
Ooh.
Electra. Not much booty on any of those. but very a lot of breast
Top
meat.
heavy. Top heavy.
Guinea pigs
She
are
has to
family.
run on the beach, otherwise she plays face plants. So, I mean, it did make sense at the time.
He's not lying about pig's feet. They're even pickled pig's feet and
I mean, I
hot.
know about pig's feet, but when he said there's hair on them, it just instantly made my stomach churn.
Mhm.
They've seen
Chocolate.
people eat them.
I never had that. Mutton
Yeah.
spam is too salty. Then wash it. Don't ask me. What do I know?
Mhm.
Eat the worm in mascala. You'll never notice. Do you have that game where you throw a coin on the table and it has to land in a glass and you have to point at someone and they have to try and defend it? No one knowing what I'm talking about? We call it quarter in Denmark because you play it with
Quarters?
yeah. And we played in Denmark. We use a 2 krone instead of using a quarter because we don't use quarters. But we used to play that
I
a
was
lot.
about to say, we've spread democracy. Everyone, Operation Iraqi Freedom has finally done its achievable goal. We have spread quarters across the world.
Quarters. I haven't played quarters in so long.
I played it a lot in the 90s, even though I'm 27 years old. But you know that one where you have to take and drink the glass of beer and catch the coins between your teeth? Or you don't
What?
do it hardcore style?
No.
Well,
Not that I
we started
remember.
out doing it where you just had a little bit in a glass. And then because we might have been slightly alcoholic, we had to drink a glass of beer and catch all the coins between your teeth and show them. I might at certain occasions have swallowed a couple of quarter-sized coins. I'm not saying that I felt enriched, especially 2 days later when I said hasta la taco to them again. That
Did
hurts.
you dig them out?
No, I didn't dig them out. I let the porcelain god have them because I was crying at the toilet.
Mm.
Thank you,
So
Phoenix.
how much did you lose in dental work
know.
for catching these coins? All
You
I'm
don't
thinking
just
about.
take it in your mouth and then you chew. You have to stack them and chew on it and show that
What?
that's a good one. Oh, you're just playing the weird one where you just we just do it and the quarter. Hoo, I lost.
Yeah.
You could get if you had a really good round going, and I was getting good in the end to know quite. Have to know your surface, but you could have like 4 or 5 coins in there that you have to catch with your teeth. Oh, he's already becoming a grifter. Taking it
Look
up
at
to
I
him.
like. Aww. He's like,
Is
I
it
am
a she or a
shy.
he? Girl or boy? Oh. Just show it.
Yes. He's a boy.
Aw.
You couldn't tell.
Aww.
And now he won't
What
stay
is
out. That was somebody asked in chat where Schnork was. So proof of life.
Schnorr.
Ah,
How did no one choke? Because we were drinking. It goes down real well. You're opening your throat up anyway. It's no problem. Don't try this at home, by the way. Not medical and fun advice.
Yeah, I feel like nobody should do that, please.
Baker has a big diaphragm and knows how to open his throat up really big. So
I'm very
Sounds like
popular
a
with
party at
my guys.
Baker's house.
I'm not making it weird. I'm just saying. I thought Americans had fun, but apparently, oh no, we never had so much fun that we accidentally.
Because we don't
Swallowed.
eat the quarters.
I only
wasn't
had
on
fun
purpose,
6
it was-
times, Urana,
I was just saying.
and I was punished each time.
I'm just saying we were drunk and it happened. It's kind of like the first couple of kids you have. It's
Hey, I always send out condolences cards, like, sorry, I was drunk, it happened, coming in February.
Oops. Yeah.
That's what I told Mr. Mo always. I was like, I'm sorry you were drunk and you said yes, so I assumed.
It's you should know what happens when I get margarita. What? You should know what happens when you
Oddly
get margarita.
proficient, or oddly prescient. Yes, you should know what happens when I drink margaritas. Middle son.
Yeah, the 90s were a fun time. Midget
The
tossing and
I forgot about that.
I wonder
When
if
you
you can
round
see
them
it
up
on.
with nets so you can go bowling with them. Is that what it was?
Amy, you always exaggerate my stories.
That's exactly what you said.
Um,
And if you catch a few cats in the net, then you beat them in the town square.
only
There's a
on
lot of
Fastelavn,
things.
Amy.
I have a request for Marissa to come on with her Thanksgiving shirt. I heard it was a lovely work of art. She made it herself.
Yeah, she
Oh,
to make her grandma happy. Jamie,
Mhm.
I know you are very much into authenticity. This is not how we did it. This is way too constructed. There's no loud Euro dance music going on in the background, and they're using safety harnesses.
Here we go. Oh, I think we maybe need to leave a little applause in there.
We
Oh
more
my
slipped
God.
them across the floor. We didn't throw them. We were more sliding them across the floor.
Well,
so
that
it was more of a curling situation than
No,
did you
bowling.
have brooms in front of you?
No,
Like,
you set up the bowling pins, and then you gave them a helmet. You lubricated the floor, and you slid them. I'm not saying the 90s were a fun time, guys. I'm
they
just
were a
saying.
pure time. They were a gentler time where bowling with little people was the thing. That's it. We need a Pepperidge Farm remembers, just the, Cracker Barrel. Do you remember a time when a man could hurl a midget just down a bowling alley? Well, Pepperidge Farm remembers, and that's a simpler time. And me and Bartle and James, we're going to bring it back. Jamaican me happy.
Oh my
This
God.
this
What is
seems weird.
happening?
Why turn a tequila bar into? Who goes to Mexico to watch sports? You go there to get the cheap tequila and a tattoo, a slight STD, and maybe a drug problem.
Oh,
Not
I
like
was
you're going
going
to
for a
watch sports.
BBL. Damn it. I'm going to have to go to Brazil for that. So, Mexico, those things, Brazil, BBL. That's not even on both sides. I want to make sure that it's got, odd gravitational pull for reasons.
Look who's well. It's now Zach is on panel. She's not. Oh, I don't have to be the stern one in chat anymore. She really woke up today. Cannonball
Woohoo.
run.
For sure. Get it.
I'm at Pepperidge Farm.
We need to bring those commercials back. There'd always be, Sam Elliott's voice not talking about, I'm man enough to know woman and not be afraid, but he's just like, remember them days when we could play, dodgeball and not have a bunch of permission slips? Remember those days? Just,
That's the thing I never get. When you went on those trips with school, you had to have permission slips.
Mhm.
Why? You were in school. School took care of you. We're going to this place. Bye. No
I'm
one
not
could.
saying that I was a stage, like a grade A forger of my mother's name because the statutes of limitations have run out on that. But in theory, it's because we like to sue people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Whenever people make fun of my socialist country, have you looked at the crazy rules you made? Lawyers are commies. They make exactly as many rules as socialism does. No, you can't drink your coffee without a warning because someone got scolded. Yeah, but
Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna do that. Nah, but I'm gonna tell you because you dumb. I ouchie, ouchie. Yeah, I'm not gonna drink it. It's hot. Nah, who knows
Baker,
if
would you
you're a
think of the millions of
Belarus?
morons that were saved in the early 90s because we told people Pop Tarts were hot and not to drink Windex? I mean, imagine the millions of people that would not be around today had we not put those warning labels on, like the McDonald's coffee contains hot liquid.
Yeah, but we didn't have liability issues because we know where the kids were. They were at school, so school should take care of them. No pro. I've been riding horses. I've been one time we had to drive a bike like I don't know more than 5 minutes. So actual torture.
Forever.
We had to drive across an island and to the southern part of another island. I think it's at least 50 kilometers. Sleep in a wood.
I get the problem now. Your field trips just sucked and no one needed permission to escape them.
Well, it's the same
to
year
go-
we stole my teacher's car and used it to.
Okay,
go
well,
by
never
here.
mind. That's a better field trip. I say
Oh,
market that one. Grand Theft Auto teacher.
I'm not saying she didn't have an accident. I'm just saying I don't need to know it because, first of all, no Lalas de Tuna here, and second, ouchie, it's hot. I've never had that problem where I burned myself on a apple strudel at McDonald's because I heard, oh, they're extremely hot. You have to let them rest for a bit, so I let them rest.
Or you're smart and you crack them open, let the most of the heat escape, and then you can eat them sooner. Was no one a fat kid in the 90s? Must I give all the secrets out?
Like stick it out the window and let it air out.
Yeah, remove before eating.
Because
is
it
a
goes
favorite.
fries, burger, then pie, so you let the pie cool down. And the fries suck when they're cold.
What?
I have said the most
Does
intelligent
any-
thing I've ever said.
Does any of you do the? Well, I shouldn't out my sister like that. My sister shortly dated a guy, and when he went to McDonald's, he took the fries and stuffed it inside the burger.
Put fries on a burger?
He took the opened the burger, took the fries, put it on, and
Yeah.
I
That's
can see why
delicious.
she didn't date him again.
You guys are weird. Don't you
No-
love? I
no.
love putting fries on my burger.
They're in a separate container. They are not to be living together. I feel like I shouldn't be the conservative in this. Food does not touch.
That's
the only
weird.
adult person that uses a toddler plate because they have
My daughter.
distinct
I'll
barriers.
be right back.
My militant food issues have made Baker quit.
Well, yeah, I'm
We're
very
in
aware
charge
of your-
now, Zach. Let's go.
Everybody run with scissors. Hurry. Scream at the top
Hurry,
of your
he'll be
lungs.
back. I'm not your parent. Do whatever the hell you want.
Actually spaced for a second, so I don't even know what y'all were talking about. Sorry. Shall we change subjects?
No, I think he's going to prove something about burgers, and I'm kind of waiting for the burger picture quote, equation that'll explain how I'm super duper wrong.
He thinks it's weird to put fries on burgers.
I
Yeah, that's
think it
weird.
is weird.
Why? Why are you guys
Well,
weird?
I heard the one about the coffee spilling on the 90-year-old's crotch, and then I didn't want to listen to any of the rest of that. So
Also, Zach,
I went to a
what
happy
was the
place.
Kelly Blue Book value on that particular 90-year-old, 80,000 billion mile tuna can? I mean, surely that Kelly Blue Book value was not whatever, like 50 million. I mean, go pick up a used Pinto, figure out how much that Kelly Blue Book value was, and then we're
Yeah.
good.
You never know how many uses it had left, though. It might have had a few drives left in it.
Well, so would a Pinto. I'm just saying, why did we have to give up $50 bajillion for pain
It
and
depends on
suffering?
how much the oil was changed in it.
Wait,
We
how
do
much
have to
did
get
this
her
lady
maintenance
get
record.
for spilling
don't know,
coffee
but-
on her beef?
Enough that McDonald's felt impelled and compelled to remind us that coffee is hot with the little scary squiggles and the touch hand bad.
Yeah.
She got
I
$50
don't know what
million.
that ended up. Well, it got appealed. It went back and forth. I know she did get money, but I don't think it was like the 90 million or 50 million or whatever. It ended up being medical expenses plus a little bit. Poor
I mean,
Granny.
the
So-
only thing they should ever have had warning things on were Hot Pockets, because those things are still frozen on their perimeter, and inside
Yeah.
there the temperature
It'll
of the
destroy the roof of your mouth.
nuclear fusion, but still frozen on the outside. Little pepperoni, just icebergs in the middle of burning lava.
Yeah.
It's a physics conundrum.
It
So
really
did
is.
people
I
like
Neil de-
after this happened, was there like an epidemic of people like pouring coffee on themselves? I don't remember
think
all
so.
this.
we have become a very litigious community. I mean, slip and falls, the everything else. I mean, we have freaking we have warnings and bitterers add to the freaking dusty thing I have to put on my computer because it likes to attract dust. It says, do not inhale, bitterants added. Well, I never had that idea, but apparently someone has. So I get to pay $13 for compressed air.
Yeah, if I was president, I would take all warning labels off of everything. And within a couple generations, we'd have much smarter people.
They've actually
think?
tested that out with eugenics.
Oh.
The dumb mutation always wins out.
Yeah, but
Stupid
we can at least
finds
get
a
started.
way. No, Zach, it's just like Ian said, Dr. Ian, chaos professor, stupid finds a way. Idiocracy is all about that.
Well, if we could also convince them to drink their own urine at the same time, then maybe we could get rid of that.
Why don't we make them do something really, really embarrassing, but will make me laugh? I mean, oh, wait, we did. That's called TikTok.
Are you on TikTok?
No, I can't figure it out. Just like I can't figure out
I've never-
Reddit. Like, I like going on there when people put all their personal, like, am I an ass? And I'm like, well, why are you asking me? Hey, I'll judge you. I've got a grudgery right here. I have judgment out the yin yang. Let me just put that out there on the internets.
I just couldn't imagine Mo on TikTok.
I can't imagine me on syndication, but that's mainly because I would do the George Carlin bit first off.
I've never been on TikTok. I see them play little clips of it on YouTube, but I'm distracted enough by YouTube. I don't need anything else.
Like I need another thing. TikTok would just open up a new world of insanity. Like my algorithm already gives me like Dr. Hoof Doctor. I have no idea why I will ever use this knowledge, but I know how to, sort of, reshoot a horse for some reason. I get into these, oh, this guy can speak perfect Mandarin and he confuses nail techs. Like my
Oh yeah.
my Twitter
Oh,
would
that
be
guy.
the
I've
amalgamation
seen him.
of all of my ADHD and weird topics, and I need nothing else to waste my time on.
He's quite the polyglot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I just wanted to use that word. I'm done with big words for the day.
Sounds good.
My son taught me that word, so kids aren't completely useless.
My sons are trying to teach me how to do Roblox, and get cheat codes and become a real YouTuber.
What is that?
Apparently it's a
Roblox?
game, and if I played it, I would actually be a real YouTuber like, Mr. Beast, and not whatever weird boring stuff that I talk about, like the idiot woman who can't play hide and seek. That still gets brought up in my house because my boys will be like, "Oh, are you on a stream? Is it still that moron that can't play hide and seek? She is so dumb. She is really dumb." This
Are they talking about Sarah Boone?
Yes, they're like, is that the moron that, couldn't figure out hide and seek? She's dumb.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's my daughter just called and said, when you coming tomorrow? I said, I'm not coming tomorrow, I'm coming next Sunday. Did we plan that? Said, yes, you said next week. Oh, so you're not going to eat dinner with us tomorrow? I'll be there for lunch next week. Oh. We call it breastfeeding brain in Denmark. I don't know what you call it in England. America, sorry. Same
It's
language,
called new
almost.
mom mode. You are in a time and space divorced from reality, and your whole life is down to, is this screaming thing that I produced hungry, sad, happy, or just trying to destroy my soul? I love them to death, but I don't know which, and I keep getting told that I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
It's
slata de
lata.
tuna. Lata means can in Spanish. So
Iris wrote this in chat. I put it down. I have it on my
yeah,
list.
it's a tea.
You have it on a post-it.
Just in case I forget. Lots of
Yeah.
tough one.
That is
It is a
freaking
tea.
cute.
I'm just
Do
gonna.
you have one that says my name is Baker?
Yeah.
No,
I'm a big boy.
Remember,
Baker, you should.
No, I have.
Do they
I have
do
my driver's
Grubhub?
license and a mirror in my wallet. So
it's so silly.
yes, that's
You
me.
should send your daughter a lunch on you. Since she's probably got all this stuff, she probably bought like a single carrot, some foil, and forks at the store when she was trying to remember what she was supposed to be buying. Just send her a Big Mac or something.
Yes, Sarah Boone's sentencing is Monday. We are waiting to see if Jamie Lee, not our Jamie Lee, but
I
Florida's
hate that
Jamie
her
Lee,
name's that.
yeah, is we're waiting for her jury. So we will be. I don't want to sit through all the victim impact statements, but I think in Sarah's case, they might be interesting.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
we might do that. Baker tried to hit on the Latinas. Trying to hit on the Latinas. No, because I know Iris, and she have told me exactly how she's going to dig my grave, and her cousin who knows how to wield a machete. So I'm not going to do that.
Machete. Where is Iris? Iris is supposed to be here.
It's Saturday. It's before noon. She's drunk.
She probably isn't home yet.
No, she's out drinking
Yeah.
from last night.
Oh,
Drunk is no obstacle for her being on here, but
wait.
yeah, maybe not home yet.
what kind of boxing are you watching where they're all nude?
Yeah, I think you are going on the wrong.
You're only
website.
1%. That's the lowest I've seen so far.
I had the same number yesterday, Jamie.
Hmm.
Brendan had
You like-
98%.
You see this, Mo? He got himself a Nightbot, and then he put a Jamie is mean command in
Okay,
there.
what is that? Oh,
So my dad said,
Hey,
"Yes, milk
my
one,
little
and
gay
Whole Foods."
frog. That's my little gay frog. Her mom is AJ, which stands for Alex Jones. And one night we had too much atrazine
Oh.
and a wild night. And then 29 years later, she's our little gay frog.
okay. How many units do you have to sell of total male vitality? I will at least try to buy 1 unit.
Alpha brain. I take
And-
this
and
product
colloidal
before
silver.
every stream. It's really important to take alpha brain so your synapses can fire.
Hey, there's
really-
Alex Jones is here. She's
Is
in
that
chat.
your
She-
impression?
That was a horrible impression. I didn't even recognize that impression.
I know, me neither. I was like,
That was closer to
Right?
Schwarzenegger, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, AJ's here. Gabby's here. Some of my
I'm
buddies.
kind of hoping. I think the victim impact statements, because I think that these people, if you've lived around Sarah, you know what's going to bother her are these sort of veiled, subtle insults that you can
Yeah.
craft very intricately into your thing, so it doesn't look bad. But she is going to show her ass. She's going to be like, for a high school honor roll student, Sarah seemed to be woefully misunderstand what not intentional has as a legal basis. I pray that she uses this time to educate herself, to become a real live third-party intervener. All the best. Bless her heart. Just
Only 30.
Maybe
I
Brian
think-
will be there.
Yeah. I think they're
Oh.
going to be good because she's an a-hole, so.
I
You
just
know,
can't wait for
I don't
the
mind them yelling at her.
dissertation Judge Cranick, brows of justice, is going to come out there with 5 legal pads, and he's going to be like, Miss Boone, I have wanted to respond to your very diligent correspondence in the last couple of years, and I have some time now, so you're just going to sit here and listen. And then it could just be veiled insults, or not even veiled insults. I'd be there for just regular old insults.
Your spelling mistakes, you're missing punctuation. I don't believe you were ever an honor student, but
You have
Erin
the
Hack, who's the cool dad up in the top left corner?
It's Brokeback Baker.
Nightbot is Zach's secret lover. Secret love. Secret agent is the one.
Baker always plays with the new fun stuff.
No, I just got it in here because I do these night streams at 11 o'clock. Normally Marissa is there, but I'm thinking at some point she might not be there. So I just had it to put up, so every 45 minutes or an hour, it'll drop my links. And then when nothing's going on, people can check out how much suasion they have or if they can get anywhere to being as mean as Jamie. And
Yeah, apparently.
and it works on Discord too. If you're sitting in chat there, you can ask, oh, Jamie is mean again. Am I as mean as Jamie? So, oh, and you can corner kiss people as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So to the CO officer who had to deal with Sarah Boone, Lord be with them.
Yeah.
I love that you could clearly tell which ones she had bedazzled and which ones didn't take her crap. The one where she came, she had one who, and I don't know, I was just reading her name, but it could be a person of hair braidingitude, and
Ooh.
she was just inmate Boone was told, rah rah rah. Yeah, she didn't like her.
Not like Sarah. Our Sarah Boone?
I know.
How is
Shocker.
that possible?
Well, it was every time she was with her lunch. Imagine sitting there. I have dietary needs. You didn't have that yesterday. No, I didn't like what was in the dietary bag yesterday. Yes, LDR, you are.
You have to put exclamation point Jamie, and
Yeah.
you can find out. Legendary.
It's just for something to do when we have nothing else to do.
All right.
You
So,
need one
Zach,
that
what's
says
the next?
you need one
Go
that
ahead.
says creepy, exclamation mark creepy, and it tells you how percentage of a creepy you are compared to LDR.
You know
You
he's
need
gonna make
Or
that
maybe
crazy
David.
that.
Maybe David from MLS. Or maybe me.
All right,
That's,
Zach. So, what's our next on our catching fish? So I learn about fish thing. Do we have a shark
It's getting
next?
kind of cold now, so I haven't fished as much.
Oh, so orca.
yeah, the worms are
Yeah.
getting small.
Orcas definitely.
On the
I'll be
menu.
hunting today. I was going to actually hunt this morning, but Baker interrupted me.
Guinea
So-
pigs.
I'll
What are you
hunt this
hunting?
evening. Huh?
What are you hunting?
Deer.
He's
Deer?
in
I was
Texas.
going to say
It?
dingo.
Not
Poor little
humans?
innocent deer with Bambi eyes that look at you. And
Oh
you
no,
just shoot
screw
them
the
in
deer. Deer hate me.
Yeah.
So I'm okay revengeating back.
Yes, I am the Nightbot. I'm sitting here typing while. That's why I'm not saying anything. It's because I'm making Celestial Force 72% as mean as Jamie. I'm really busy.
It's amazing you come up with all those percentages.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
I'm mathing fast. Legendary 39% suasion. I demand a recount. Well, Roger still have 110% suasion.
Nightbot
That's-
has spoken, LDR. Sorry.
That's the crime of the century that Roger didn't have to take the stand because that guy
Oh,
took a plea
gosh.
deal. I still
That's
love
sad.
that. So what do you do? I cut grass. What do you do in your spare time? Well, I like to drink beer, and I hung out with this lady and smoked rocks. Did you Did you smoke weed? No, never touched it. Never touched it. That was a step
Not the
too far.
devil's lettuce. I'm a good
Yeah.
boy. I've seen Reefer Madness. I know what that leads to, okay?
Crack is it. That's it for me.
He's like, drugs are bad, okay? I just do rocks. I'm a geologist of sorts, if you ask.
Nightbot is a little dramatic. It's all of you who gets into fights with Night. It's just a bot. It's just giving you. You don't have to get mad at it. I have to take it off at some point because Marissa will
Woohoo!
call up the programmer.
Nightbot is fun.
Yeah.
Nightbot and the Laughing Lady. I mean, what more is Marissa going to take away from us?
Christmas.
I know.
Is it
Wait,
Christmas
does she
next,
have
Marissa?
Wait,
Yeah.
does Laughing Lady have a Christmas one? Does she have an ugly sweater on? I feel like, or a Hanukkah one. I mean, I don't want to assume her religion. Maybe Kwanzaa?
Yeah. Marissa is very big into Kwanzaa.
I believe it.
Yeah. Have you seen her in one of those doohickeys that the Democrats kneeled in?
Doohickeys. What is
Yeah, I
it?
don't know what it's
Kente
called.
cloth?
That when they were kneeling in the rotunda with the masks on and that yellow thingy, I thought we just had a lady today saying, complaining on TV that we don't know enough about Afro hair. I never knew I needed to know anything about Afro hair because I have stringy, as we call it, city council colored hair. Because it's just no color.
That's it. Baker comes in
Your
next week in
city council
cornrows.
hair.
I must manifest this into reality.
What's a doohickey? It's what would you?
Tchotchke. No, that's Yiddish. Never mind.
You try to say doohickey while you're harking and choking at the same time. That's what it.
No,
That's Yeah, that's what it all sounds like.
Baker's like, what do you guys call Hobby Lobby?
no, but I don't even. I know Danish speaking now. Legendary. Who does Marissa hate more, a bot or a lady that smiles? She's way meaner than Jamie. I didn't dare program it because I knew she would call me and yell at me if I programmed it to be meaner than Marissa.
I
She's the
finally
only-
agree with Legendary.
It's she's the only mod who says I'll unsub from your channel if you play the Laughing Lady. So
Love the Laughing Lady.
Then what's going to be our thing? Does LaToya have a new video out? Because I'm pretty sure we can't step with LaToya anymore.
It's that. Is he wearing his curry yellow shirt from his gang days?
no, it's not curly yellow. It's just bright yellow.
It's mustard.
It's mustard. You're getting there.
If you don't play the Laughing Lady, the rest of us will unsubscribe.
Exactly.
I should do like a funding goal. Do the grit thing, and say if I
You
get
really
10 super
should.
chats.
It's like you don't even, pay attention to the seminar you gave, or you charged me $16 to watch.
Baker, guess what? Got my top secret clearance. Well, congratulations,
What a chilling thought.
and we'll
Our
meet up in
nuclear
a green room
secrets are
and,
safe in the hands of our little gay frog. That is terrifying.
I trust any love child of Alex Jones more than current administration, so I'm kind of
That's
okay with
true.
it.
That's true.
Congratulations.
An atrazine-addled, gender-confused frog. You got my vote.
Nothing. Not something I'd ever thought I'd hear someone say.
Not something I ever thought I'd make a t-shirt out of, but
I had to have my top secret clearance because I had to do radio room duties when I was deployed, which was kind of stupid because I wasn't trained on the radio, didn't know how to use it because I was a musician.
No.
But it's the military. Don't ask. It doesn't make sense. And I said, well, lucky for me, I don't have top secret clearance, so I can't man the radio. And the major just took out my, back then we had a paper folder following you around. And he just did this. Congratulations. So my background check was, I can get out of doing a job? No. Other people, they called their parents and workplaces. Me. But it's the same because when you were in the radio room, you had to use your 9mm instead of your rifle. So I can't do it, not trained on it. Congratulations. So I am now proficient in using a Neuhausen 9mm.
To be fair, that's how a lot of lieutenants work it in our, ranges. If you hear my husband tell it, he is
El-
never more angry than when he has to take a bunch of like first and second lieutenants out to the range to qualify. He's like, I got range duty. And I was like, well, I wish can I drink for you, sweetie? I know this is going to be a rough day. I'll drink for you because he doesn't drink. And he's like, you are so not helpful. I was like,
LDR says farmers call that calf shit yellow.
There you go.
And Pixie,
Yeah.
member for 13 months. Baker, the cookies were a big hit with my guy. I hope you put in a little extra vanilla. They could use a little extra vanilla. Nuclear secrets are safe unless you get that specific clearance of top secret nuclear.
Oh well, thank God. I was really worried.
needlessly bureaucratic, and somewhat ridiculous. Tracks with our government.
Jesse James, didn't he use a 45? I would love that. Lawyers listen to Baker. I don't believe him. Who said what? I don't know. My major listened to me. No lawyers listen to me. That's why I can't get any of them on my show. I should do one of those. I'm not saying that I would love all of my chatters to go into X and Y's chat and say, you should do a show with Baker.
Why
should
is
do that.
everything?
It's because Zach is here. He's from the South, Jamie. I'm trying to be hospitable.
Is this the accent part of the show?
Yeah.
Because I need
No,
to try one
it's
out.
No, don't do the Boston accent. Jamie will cry.
Jamie,
Can
Yes, she
you
loves the
do
Boston
any
accent.
other? Can you do any accents, Zach?
I don't know. Haley Mouse said, because I greet her in chat a certain way, and she said she wanted to hear, and I try to do the Cockney accent. And so
All right.
it's hello, your royal highness. But in Cockney, it's hello, your royal anus.
It still means the same to me. I like it. And you killed Baker.
She's probably gone now. She probably fled.
Marissa, I get that question. Like, why do I have to grind so much on this game? Have you done your homework? I'm grinding, Mom. I'm grinding. On your homework. No. I'm going to be a YouTuber when I grow up. Yeah, I'm still going to need you to do your homework. Well, why? And I just tell the truth because I don't need another CPS call, damn it. Now go do your homework.
Yeah, and YouTube doesn't pay that well. And Cookie Carillion, I had when I deployed out, I deployed as a kitchen aid, not the machine, but as an aid in the kitchen. When I got down there and
They
saw
just
my
detach a bowl to him and he just
I was
mixes
just standing
it. Then
in the
they,
corner.
I am
What are
not
you doing?
a
I'm just
mixer.
stirring.
Yeah.
especially if you put too heavy dough in a KitchenAid and like,
No, I'm glad he clarified that. But he really had to clarify that.
No, but when I got down there, I had a designation that was that long. I was a driver, I was a firefighter, I was a gunner one, and I was, I used to play music, right? But it didn't pay extra, so I took more and more titles.
Yes, cock and knee, put them together. Sounds like a terrible appendage.
But
or a really fun one.
as an expert in accents, have you ever seen Mary Poppins and listened to Dick Van Dyke speak with a Cockney accent?
I
I've
just
heard
assumed that all British people sounded like that.
I've heard that he can't come to Britain after doing Mary Poppins because it was so audible. It's Cockney
What
doesn't
was
sound
that?
anything
Do it. Please do it. Keep
audible.
going.
It's just they don't use the H. Baker, please do Zach's accent and vice versa. But
Do
Zach
Zach's
doesn't have an
what?
accent. Accent.
And Zach is so stupid. And how about that?
I'm out
Spot
fishing with
on.
my little
Spot
worm.
on.
Everything's bigger in Texas except me. Wah, wah.
Zach says that all the time, you know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should go get your
Right.
instrument, and then you can do the want yourself. See,
Yes.
But
I could not.
I haven't played music in 20 years. So
It's
Okay,
just
that
two
was a
notes
tuba
or one
tease.
note.
You
Yeah.
gave me a want tease. How that is just mean and cruel. I thought that I could have my own theme music, funny little wah. Baker's like, well, my diaphragm has shrunk.
yeah, my hips have grown, but my diaphragm has shrunk. Isn't that the story of all elderly men? He asked if
Perfect
we could go
birthing person.
YouTube videos, and I gave it a hard no. Don't go on YouTube. There's weird people there. Oh, I'm so far behind. See, alternate juror said, ha ha ha, because she knows that's how Zach speak. Yeah, that's how you say horrible in Cockney.
Horrible.
Baker said, Bobby, get off the roof in a sudden accent. Bobby, get... No, that's... I got a British accent. I got a British accent. I can't do it now.
He just went.
I got Bobby blocked. I can't... Why the hell did that turn British? Bobby, get off the roof. I can't do it now.
It's like Crocodile Dundee.
You're now cursed. Have a voodoo doll with a pin on your mouth. You can't do a southern accent anymore.
That's no. But I can't do. I have to watch a specific boxer to do a Nigerian accent. I can't do it. Roof. That's,
Oh man, that was funny.
yeah, you don't. I over deliver. I under promise and over deliver.
Yes. Every word is like a different accent. He does this all the time.
Now Marissa wants to outsource yelling at her own son. She's getting lazy.
Can
Kinda
you
Try
wanted
do
to-
that
spanking him,
for?
Marissa.
I want
Make
to try
spanking
Boston
great
one.
again.
The only thing I can say is I parked the car. That's the only thing.
Ah, shut up.
Danish ambulance. Tatu tatu. No, they say babu 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 babu. Wee 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 babu babu babu. That's a Danish accent. Ambulance, sorry. Baker, can you imitate Clinton too? No, I can't do the No, I can't do that slow Arkansas. Jamie, don't laugh so much. Marissa will hate you.
Well, I guess we're enemies now.
That's it. Celebrity death match.
That's
Jamie versus Marissa. The
Sunday,
giggler
Sunday,
versus
Sunday.
the woman that silenced the smiley lady. Now you just need to come up with your own theme song. I've helped you out as much as I can.
Jamie's
But I'll
mic
hold the
is
little
up too
cards
high.
up.
No, it's automatic, like everyone else's.
Jamie's
Who
mic
was
is
the-
just right.
Who was the famous actor Gene Hackman beat up in Unforgiven? Clint Eastwood. Why did you ask and then give the answer?
Because you know a really, 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 really cool fact and it's just not working its way into the conversation. So you ask and answer
Yeah.
your own question. Good day.
No, but he beats up another. He beats up the British guy who claims that he's a famous gunfighter. Peter O'Toole. Is it Peter O'Toole? I think it's Peter O'Toole.
Oh, I thought it was Tony Blair.
No,
Fiction actors, you know.
No, he was a comedy actor because he was a politician.
True. He did have okay hair.
Yes.
He
Somebody's
really
out to
does.
get banned. What sound does a rooster make in Denmark? Kykeliky.
Kukely-coo?
Oh, kykeliky.
That's what I said.
No, you said kukeliku. You can't do the Y sound we use.
No, we
It's more
can't.
like an I. Weird. You want to make it like a U sound.
That's it. We're turning this to Baker teaches us how to speak correctly. And this is what we're doing. Just simple words. He teaches us, we teach him, like Aldi's. The Aldi's is the correct and current and always forever tense of the Aldi's in Midwest.
Yes. Add the in front of everything.
We're going to
And
a
S's.
Walmart's, but not Target's. It is always Target or Target, depending on if you're bougie.
Target. Yes.
Well,
I don't
I'm
think
happy
I've
that
called it Target in a million years. It's always Target.
I don't think I've gone to a Target in a million years.
I know,
There's
it's
not one
been
in
a
my
while.
town. I'm not going to drive 45 minutes to look at candles. I'm not going to spend $45 on.
I'm happy I can fulfill your husbandly duties while he's at sea. I listened to a Danish YouTuber yesterday, and it was horrible how Danish people sound when they speak English.
Yes, it is. We agree.
It's I have a perfect none. I could have been when I start speaking. You're thinking Midwest,
Oh,
California, New York.
oh no.
Iowa.
Could be any of them. I'm not like most other people who has. Hey, I'm Jamie. I'm from the Midwest. That weird accent.
What?
But then I listened to this lady yesterday playing a computer game because I don't know. I was looking at something. She popped up and I thought, oh, a Danish streamer. And she was, hi. This is a game I have been playing for a long time. I really like this game. It's
You
so
don't have
much
the
fun. You can decorate your houses and you can put all the fun stuff up on the wall. And I thought, imagine having that accent.
You don't
and
have the
doing a stream.
musical, you don't have the kind of lilt. So it is a very kind of almost Midwestern. We don't, tend to have any sort of accents or lyricalness in our speaking. But it's definitely, I don't notice that with you. But if you would start speaking like that just for my amusement, that would be awesome possum. Like, it's almost Christmas time. So if you wanted to do a video for Christmas for Mo, welcome to Bakers. We do all the decorating and the videos. And I love to go
Yes.
to IKEA.
It's like they put all the accents in the wrong place.
That was Irish as well.
I never claimed I was going to actually do a good Baker accent. I always get it
Irish
confused
wristwatch,
with Swedish or
Irish
Dutch, and then I
wristwatch.
feel like I'm going to offend
Irish
you, so I'm just like,
wristwatch.
Baker language.
I love that she's giving me the say Irish wristwatch, and we don't use double V, so that's my hard words, and especially with a VR sound. So it's a Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch.
How do you say Volkswagen?
We say
Volkswagen?
Folkvogn.
Wolfswagen.
No,
What?
Folkevogn.
Do what now?
Volkhorn?
Bless
No,
you.
Folkevogn. It's what it
How
means
did you get
in
an F?
because
How did you get an F from Volkswagen other than like little weird painter guy? You're like Wagon.
By the way,
No.
Laura in chat, don't try dad jokes. Don't try. You're gonna hurt yourself trying dad jokes.
You're gonna
Yeah.
hurt yourself.
Leave it to professionals.
Oh, okay. Everyone in the chat is telling me apparently that is actual German, so I'm sorry. Like I said, I've only watched not a lot of German. Did you
It's a
put
full-
tisk?
Tysk, German. It's because
Does
I
he-
speak German. I don't speak Germanese. So I know that a V in German is an F. That's why every time you say Baron von Richtentopf or you say von, no, it's fun. Just like, oh, we are having fun frolicking like ladies like to do. V,
Ah,
a single V is an F in German.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble when I go to Germany.
Yeah. Vuk? No, that's Vuk. So that's why a Volkswagen is a Volkswagen, and we use it then to translate it into Danish and call it Folkevogn because it means a people's carriage.
And
That's
it kind of
exactly the
rhymes with
translation.
vagabond. And
Volk-
you
Volkswagen
think of
for the
hippies
folks.
when you think of Volkswagens, and it makes perfect sense. I love this language. All hail the hippie wagon.
A Dutch tongue twister. Die Postkotzgötzies Posti Postkots mit Postkots, but I think it's the mail office post the what do you call the small ones you write on? Postcards
Postcards?
with something, I don't know. I can't get the last one. Well, you should do that. Yeah, that's the way to get around the YouTube words. It's a socialist car, cheap, so all can buy it, like a Yugo or Fiat. Well, it's not a cheap
Ooh.
car anymore. It's really getting, yeah.
Have you guys ever? I'm going to take the Pinto over to Europe and just dominate. Also, we have Edsels if anyone wants them.
Volume.
They're not really working anymore, but
Are you talking about volume or like when you hear music? That's volume. That's the same word. Language lesson on a budget with Baker tomorrow at noon. Yes. I will
be
teach you
there.
all. Ask me all you want to know about how you say things wrong. Yes, Porsche did. I don't know if you designed the entire car, but they used the Porsche engine in the first Volkswagen because that was one of his promises in. Can't remember, it was 34, 35. He said that everyone should have a car, and that's why they built all the highways so they can use their Volkswagens to drive. And they were exactly measured out so his tanks could ride on them. Isn't that imaginary how they do stuff like that? It's the same way if you look at your highway system in the US. Funny how all the big military bases are situated close to all the hubs in those.
Well, but they're also located right next to all the pawn shops and the really cheap stripper joints. But I generally figure causality isn't, causation. Or correlation isn't causation. That really is a good question. It's kind of the chicken and egg of our
Good
time.
point. Good point,
Who-
Kookie.
Cookie,
That
what part of
and
Denmark is your
Gaelic
husband from? Because
Welsh.
I use even less than he does if he's not from Fyn. That's this is how you spell goat. It's kind of like what Zach never got when he went to school.
Okay, the only
Yeah.
language that I've been completely confused on is Welsh. I pulled up a
Yeah,
story
Wel-
from
Welsh-
Wales once.
Welsh
then I was
isn't
like-
a language; it's Scrabble.
I was
Yeah.
like, there's 74 L's, 1 Y, and a W. I'm guessing Lorraine? I have no idea.
But
This is when I need
how
Welsh
would
lady
you
reads.
pronounce a word like this? No, it's not GED because that's. But in Danish, this is a goat, which is called a ged. On my
Gil?
A
ged,
gil?
ged.
Gil?
Goo?
In my
Yeah, ged.
on my island, this is a g.
Yeah, I never got a goat in school, like Gabby says. That's
No.
sad.
But we only use the first letter. Don't ask about it. We never use the D in the end.
I was gonna ask, but then I figured maybe it was something people already knew in like of course Mo F is or V is F in German because of course.
Yeah. Didn't they teach you that in German in school? No?
Did they
You don't
teach us German? No.
no.
No, we
You don't
gotta
know that
pick up usually
Yeah,
Spanish and French.
Spanish and French were like the two.
that's another thing. And I feel for you, Cookie, then. How come no one knows that S is always silent in the end of a French word? Every time you see Americans speak French, they always overpronounce the S in the end.
Like
I don't know why.
escargots.
It's escargot.
Well, yeah, I didn't think that. I'm trying to think of a French word that ends in S, but
Yeah, I mean,
so like
I can't think of
français. No,
Francais?
does that end with
No.
an S? I
No.
didn't take French. Like I can barely
I don't
combat spelling in regular old English, let alone French.
See you later, Celestial. What letter do you use over there? Over where? We use the same alphabet as you. We just have 3 more letters, and we never use the W.
I'm wondering that too,
What
though.
would you call
Like,
Walmart
what letters
then?
does he actually
Walmart?
use? Because you put them in your words, but then you always yell at me when I pronounce them.
Yeah.
But
We
it's
don't
because
pronounce these
we
7
pronounce
letters.
them a different way than you pronounce them.
Well, you said
It's
you don't pronounce them at all
no.
sometimes.
That's actually if you go in and look on differences in cultures and stuff like that. We have a couple of videos where people will teach you how to speak Danish. American people. That's like teaching a Frenchman not to smell. And they say you just go hard on one syllable somewhere in the word, and you just said for the rest of it. Normally, we just pronounce the beginning, and then we'll just trail off for the end. So it's like Christmas Eve, where you say Christmas Eve. We say juleaften. Or if you live in the other parts of Denmark, juleaften. So it tapers off a lot in Danish. That part is hard, and then the rest is just.
Okay, so when you go to other parts, do people get confused about what you're saying because you kind of just peter off at the mid part of the word, or do they kind of get it?
I speak super fast, so I have to slow down when I go to other parts
okay.
because they will look at me. And we have different words. My daughter has to translate sometimes for the idiot who lives with her because he doesn't get what I'm saying. Indigo, you live in Texas. I'm going to send Iris over with the chancla and take care of that problem. She will get that out of her. No problem. Can someone help you explain FNL and Stabuday to people who don't watch YouTube? Well, Stabuday is where we let. I have a deal with the ADA department of the American government, so we have to have a certain quota every week where we get people on to. So I get some government funding, but other than that, it's just hanging out. Starting the day talking about nothing. That's why we did the introduction today for the first time in a long time, because someone said, oh, on FNL no one really knows who's on because no one is really saying who they are, but it's just a nothing show, and we'll try to see what people in chat are saying. So and today the topic has been throwing little people and underpronouncing your words. Say in Christmas, in English, Christmas Eve. Why the big H? Christmas Eve.
Some people put a Chris. They do a kind of harder CH sound.
So like I've heard some people saying like Christmas. That's
you will
weird.
Some
get
people do.
you will get some of those people. Yes, you will. Especially if you
Yeah.
work in retail. Happy
Yeah.
holidays. I know you have to say that because of the government. It is Chris.
Yeah.
Miss,
I used to get yelled at
I'll
all the
pray
time
for you.
because they wanted happy holidays versus
Which is
Yeah,
funny
they work,
because
It's
they work for 8
holiday,
hours.
holiday means holy day, which is even more religious sounding than Christmas. So
Yeah, because that's not just one. That's all the religions can have holy days.
yeah.
And I
I need people to
intend to take them
translate
all off
Southern
this
accents
year.
sometimes.
Every single holy day. International Women's Day, I'm out. Got to go to the beach.
Am I a naked bear? No, you wouldn't say it that way. I'm a baker. That's you because we would put I don't and I'm dyslexic, so I don't know what it's called, the different words in the sentence. But I would say the baker is broken. You don't say broken baker. You would say baker broken in Danish because we have a.
Oh.
That's why it's sometimes a little difficult transmogriphing everything, especially if I have to read something because the words are in the wrong place. But you would say bærene i stykker. Naked is more like
What
a
about a
mental
stripper?
breakdown.
yeah.
Yeah,
I always figured you were more of a honey
Sounded like you
badger
said
baker.
bare naked stripper.
yeah,
Bare-
bæren. Baker is bærer.
Bear.
Bærer.
He's a
Bea.
bear.
Yeah, that's a hard R sound.
That means
That's
a
like
lot of
Jack
different
uses.
things on
Hard
grinders
R.
too.
Hard R's are
Bea.
outlawed in English now.
Yep.
So
We're
but
totally
that's
against those.
but that's everything that's a craft, like a carpenter, a baker, a chef, ends with an R in Danish. So, well, not a chef because that's a cook, but if you're electrician, electric air. If you're a carpenter, tøm air. So you'll always know
Mo
that it's
Air, the airline you'd never want to fly on.
it'll get you
It's like
somewhere.
Con Air, but worse somehow.
You don't know where you're going, but you will get there at some time.
What destination did we say we were going to? Yeah, strike that. I saw something glittery. We're going to Vegas, baby. Best line
you-
in that entire movie was John Malkovich making fun of Leonard Skinner. Like all you idiots realize you're singing out to a band that died in a fiery plane crash. There's no irony here.
But Pernilla, that's because I slow it down to be very over enunciation, so the weirdos on Sjælland can understand it. I'm so far behind. Til hvor pekka konla kan chetla.
She's gonna
Twice on
peg you with a
Sundays.
flip flop.
Oh,
Did you say peg?
Loosely translated.
hey, it's game day by Oregon Ducks, number one.
I like that translation better.
Dave, you are not allowed to support any other team but the Ohio State Cornhuskers. Jamie will find you. No, it's
Now Jamie's going to
they're
leave the
actually-
house.
it's not Badgers. It's Golden. No,
Is there a
Suis
gopher?
Ducks. No, Suis Cox.
Yeah.
Dave is Ducks. It's Ohio State Badgers.
No.
How the hell can I forget it every week?
It
Is it the
Buckeyes.
Buckeyes?
Buckeyes.
I only remember because they're chocolate and peanut butter and better than Reese's.
And they're actually playing Michigan today. It's the big rivalry game.
No, Sue
So,
isn't here. She
Honey
has
Badgers
have a big
versus
game. Oh,
Acorns.
Sue is here.
Oh, I love your sports. Oh, more sports talk with Mo.
Oh my gosh,
It
can you
is the
imagine that? That'd be
Buckeyes.
like tech support with Mo. Why the hell are you asking me questions? I don't know computerology. Ask your friend. Oh, and Dragnar on the coast, you are right. I'm wrong. It was Steve Buscemi. He just is really odd looking, and I tend to block him out when he's in movies. Even though he's a hero and he was a fire person, but still, them eyes point in opposite directions. and it's off-putting.
Ducks national champions. It's like a pro team playing a pee-wee team. Question again. I don't understand English words. P.V. Herman. Is it named after him or is it something? Is he named after P.V.? What is P.V.?
What?
Well, because I'm pretty sure that pervert that wanks it at adult theaters wasn't going to play well on a marquee for a children's show.
No, but what is PV? PV hockey, PV sports. What is PV? What does it stand for?
Pee-wee?
It just
Pee-wee.
means younger. It means little. It means
But is
diminutive.
pee-wee
So it's,
a word? Because pee-wee, it's two words for peeing.
it was
Well,
probably
it-
made up by a 12-year-old boy. And
Back in the
Like
day,
Pee-wee
pee-wee
Herman.
meant small, meant little.
A wee little pea.
A wee little pea, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just because everyone is using it as a thing, and I never when I had the Hannah Madsen as an English teacher, and she would always, because we learned them American words on the televisions, so we might use that in school. And she said, "Oh, in this class we teach proper English." So I never heard PV, and I know that he was called PV Herman. So I was like, is it because is it named after him in some way that you just started using it after the show, or did he take it to use because it means something? But it means small. And I'm just saying, whenever I watched that show, there was a lot of PDF file printing going on in my mind. I really didn't. I didn't understand it.
it was Pee Wee Herman. I don't think it had a plot point, kind
No,
of like,
it's just-
except for Pee Wee's Grand Adventure, that did have a kind of hero's journey.
He was just a little crazy character.
Who had weird adult friends that came over dressed up as genies, stayed in his closet, all the normal things for an 80s morning show. Had
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson as a cowboy.
Yeah,
You
Samuel, I was
realize-
just about to say he had some very famous people on as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Wee one.
Well-
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can say, yeah, but it's just Pee Wee. But it's the same as you have another thing. All
Wait,
states.
wait.
You can't say wait and then not talk, Jamie. That leaves a lot of dead air.
Nightbot is going rogue now. Do you see what happened?
Yeah, it's because I set up so people don't have to say don't.
Well, now it's tiny people.
Oh, don't
I
turn
didn't know-
into.
I
Don't
knew.
do a caps lock block out. You're gonna turn
I
into
put- I
Kurt the
put
uncivil
30
slob now.
She's not. She can.
Hey, we
she
don't
can
make
write
fun of
again.
Kurt.
I'm turning
Oh,
It's
into
only if
caps
she
lock
does
right
it
now.
twice she gets blocked for 5 seconds, Jamie.
I know, but it was so funny. And I was like,
Yeah.
you didn't.
You stand up for our freedom, Zach. You tell them.
Yeah.
We will not
love
take
my
this
caps
tyranny.
locks. Well, all caps is the poor man's super chat, so don't take
I've
it away
set it
from
up
us.
so you can make up till 30 all caps. And again,
Oh,
Great Success hasn't been around since you got mad at me for. I
Now
can't even
everybody's going to caps lock everything.
The only two people who caps lock everything is Great Success and Jamie's favorite person. The rest
Yeah.
knows not to do it.
I know. It was just funny because now everybody's going to test Nightbot.
No, I haven't put it on Fightbot mode. Maybe I should do that.
Fightbot?
And I didn't put in extra words that it can kick you for. That's Marissa's job.
What is Fightbot?
It's just because it'll fight all the links and all the repetitions, and if you are mod, it's not going to time you out.
Iris is a mod, so they see it's one
Fight
big
for our
club and we're not
freedom.
in it.
I see. We're going to have to go all William Wallace on this. All right. I've got some blue paint somewhere. Anyone else has a kilt?
It
I
started
mean,
out fun. Everyone tried to see, oh, how mean is Jamie? Oh, I can say I'm here. Now we're gonna make a revolution and make the bot go crazy. Hey, Katie.
Federer,
Yep,
where did
that
this
gets
check?
taken down.
Be nice,
Yep.
great success has a broken Romanian keyboard, says Federowski.
Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Sorry.
It's-
It cracked
I was
me up.
about
I
to
just
ask
thought it
a
was
very
funny.
important question, and Jamie, hey Kim, it's been a second. All state, is it something you get? You play in your on your high school team, and when you get all state, do you then play on a special team, or do you just get an honors?
I believe it's because isn't it based off of like it in all of the state? I think that's what it implies, right?
Jamie, I asked the questions here. You can't
I'm
answer
not
with
really
another
sure.
question.
Well, I
I
never
think that
made all
means you're the
state,
state
so
champ, like you are the best in the entire state. You're asking a sports ball question, Baker. This is
I have
look
sat
at
on. I
your.
thought that he
I
at least.
played women's sports. They didn't, I swear they didn't have all these things
We had all-time
for
homemaker.
us.
I got
Yeah.
the Golden Tupperware Award, and I got the Birth and Hips Award.
You could
Yeah.
you could burp the Tupperware best of all in school.
I was
Oh, yeah.
multi-talented in my year. Not gonna
I could
brag.
birth the round one and the square ones equally.
Yep,
But
I was
I just don't get it
ambidextrous.
because we have our national teams on all levels in football, handball, whatever. And play on your normal team, and then if you get out, you can go play for like divisional teams and then you can then be drafted up to or not drafted, but you can be you can go play for your national team as well. But when you're younger, you just go. You play for my island, for example. You play on.
Okay.
We are one division, playing against Shetland and other parts, and then that's where the national team scouts will come and look at you. But I was just wondering if an all state is just something. Okay, you are the best cornerback in the state. That's so you get a little hey, or do you go play for an all state team against another state? So everyone in the SEC circle or whatever you call them play against someone and become the champs
I don't
for
think
the state.
so. I
That
think it's
doesn't
just a
sound
state title. I don't
right
think
at
like
all. Yeah.
Connecticut goes to crush Texas.
Yeah.
It doesn't
They
happen,
should
although
do
that
that.
would be
Imagine how
hilarious.
fun that could be if
No,
Zeus
Baker, I have a
if Zeus
better
Cox can
idea.
go and play together with I don't know what state that's in, but
South Carolina.
Competitive dodgeball with only conscriptees. So you're put into the lottery, you are drafted, your team is what your team is, and someone gets stuck with me. I'm sorry, we lost already.
but I think it could be cool. Imagine if you play for the Gamecocks and the Walleyes and
Walleyes.
The little Nemos,
some
you know, the
team out there is called
Sagittariuses.
the Nebraska Walleyes or something. I'll bet you there's a team called the Walleyes.
I
But
mean,
you
I
play for
bet
them
maybe a high
and
school.
yeah,
I
and
think
then,
that's a like feeder league for Saskatchewan, the Walleyes.
I'm not mansplaining, I'm man questioning, and I didn't get any answers.
Because you're asking
Well,
the wrong audience. If you'd asked us about brisket, we could go on for years.
oh, let's talk about brisket.
But
I love
Jemima says
brisket.
both you are the best of the state and you play against other states, so someone
Oh,
isn't telling me the truth.
I
Well,
don't
all
know.
state titles, usually I hear that in high school because you'll get like all state in whatever sport you're playing, and then you're just the best in the state. And it's a title. And you don't really go play anyone. I mean,
Are we talking about high school or college or both?
yeah. At college,
Yeah,
I
high
don't
school is
really
just state.
know.
That's like if you're the state champion, that's the end of it.
Yeah.
College is conferences.
That's it. I'm starting my own football league called Schrodinger's Cats, and we're just gonna All the imposters.
You may or may not show up.
They actually have a meeting now to say if they could go back to being the Washington Redskins because the Native Americans said, "Hey, you're not
The
represented
Indians
anymore."
wanted it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it was a famous chief that they did the portrait of, like a very distinguished and honored chief, and people kind of thought, we don't
Well, his
care.
family's like, well, yeah, we want you to use it.
Yeah, I
and
mean, because hill chucks just didn't seem to have the same ring. I mean, we had a guy with a Mountain Dew and a wife beater, but it just, right next to his Ford 150 with the big kid on it and a
Could you
Wolf
imagine?
Howlin t-shirt. Somehow no one wanted the hillbillies.
Ooh,
on the
a
avenue
mullet
with
with a
Shelley.
wolf t-shirt. That would be cool.
First ever
I'm a
super chat,
lone
just
wolf,
because I
baby.
love this channel. Thank you so much on the avenue with Shelley.
Aw.
And sorry, Jamie, talk right over when I was trying to hype it up and do this Sunday, we got the first ever, the Virgin Super Chat of On the Avenue with Shelley. $5. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. Talk over that. I was just about to give that one and say,
I'm going to. That's it. You're walking a thin line today, buddy.
Jamie and I might leave our houses. We might be so upset. We're going to scream on the front lawn and shave our hair.
Might go out to the road this time.
I'm going to go all the way to my mailbox. I'll show you.
I'll show you.
It's quite the field trip.
I'm going to take a picture at the Aldi's. Just in front of it. Putting my quarter in.
I will next time I go somewhere, so he knows. That's where I
Jamie's
am.
dog's going to bark at all the evil MAGA people.
Yes, they're everywhere.
Yeah,
all my
all
neighbors
the hair
are MAGA
braiders, all the MAGA people. She's gonna be
My
a
neighbor down the road has a giant Trump 2024 sign. He flies it proudly.
We have someone that made a paper mache Trump with a superhero.
Puddletown, you are in the, I believe you are in the Angels waiting room. You will be joined by Sagna now. So every time I have an open spot, you can just hit the link just as well as everyone else.
Woohoo.
Oh, when
It's
Marissa is
raining
funnier than
links.
me, I know I had an off day. That was a double burn.
Ooh.
Marissa can be funny.
Women can be funny. I mean, it
That's-
didn't score high on like our standardized tests for school champion, but
Yeah,
we can hold our own sometimes.
yeah, I like Marissa. Marissa's funny.
Why haven't Jamie's dogs barked at all today? She in the beginning she took it just before you came in. She had a little barkity bark, but just make her excited and they will come in and start barking because they hate pleasure.
If I gasp, they will go crazy. I don't know why they don't like hearing me gasp. That's one
it.
thing I know.
When
will
going
get
to
'em go
Jamie's
nuts.
house, bring offerings of vanilla scented things and rubber things, but make sure it's an appropriate gift, but not too gasp worthy. Because
Yeah.
James would be like,
Well, I watch.
"Oh my god!" And they're gonna be
Marissa,
like,
you're-
"Kill."
Marissa's funny, especially when she gets stuck in chairs. That's very funny.
Yeah. Tell the story. What do
I
you
wasn't
mean?
there.
Well,
I still say we
You
need
got
a
stuck in a
Stabuday
chair.
where
like wise, like with the.
Well, I didn't say that, Jamie. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, no, I'm like trying to understand.
Jamie, if you
What do
watched
you
the show,
mean?
you would know that she
Or
got
like-
stuck to the chair because she has a leather seat and was wearing shorts. But of course, you went with the typical.
Oh,
woman.
like stuck, like
Yeah, she was sunburned.
Put on a little window
Her
weight.
skin was peeling off onto the chair.
gotcha. Well,
Yeah,
no,
but-
there's different ways. Like wide. I was trying to go through them, but you cut me off at the fat one.
Well,
I
and
guess.
if you don't
I'm
have
just saying
armchair,
Number one you
Yes.
went with was, you got so fat you couldn't get out
Well,
of
no,
your chair.
because I was thinking because I have them right here and I'm pushing it. So
Now we got
I
Marissa
love
and
that
Jamie.
Jamie's like, "Did you need doctor now? That you could lose 40 pounds in 40
Shut
pounds.
up,
That's not even. That's not a carb. They're
You're
not
so
protein.
terrible.
They're
No.
no water weight. No water weight. Don't
It's
tell
the
me that's no
arms,
lie.
and then there's camping chairs because I've done that where like you fall through the bottom, and then
I
Now
fell
you
out
said
of my
stuck
chair
to it with
yesterday
your
assuming
skin.
I could pull something up. I was like, I'm strong. I have core strength. And then I'm like, what the hell am I doing on my floor? And I wasn't even drunk.
There's so many
which is
ways.
sad.
I was just curious.
We should do a Danish immigration test and see how many questions you could get. That could be a fun trip.
None.
I think around 0 because it's history and a slight bit of political science. So
Okay.
probably
So if I
0.
just mark C on all of them, do you think I'd have a good shot?
That's
Is it
45. You could
Americanized?
probably get a decent result.
I don't
I
want
mean,
to do any
isn't
trivia.
the first and only question, does Sweden suck? And if I answer that one correctly and it's only like yes and double yes, I get to come in.
It's
I feel
it's
like I should get
it's
a curve. I should get rated on a curve.
well. Let's see how well you can do. See if any of you could become a Danish
Oh
citizen
Lord,
also.
no. See, I
No.
pretend to be smart, and these kind of questions reveal how stupid I am.
Exactly.
How many
I can.
percent of the voters must a party have normally to be represented in the people's? We call
Wish
it the
guten
thing.
Okay, your
I only answer
country
these
is
questions in
basically
Lithuanian.
socialist. They like everyone to get together and have their own. I'm going to say 2 million or 2%
No, it's
they
percent. It's not a number. It's a percentage. Is it 2, 4, or 5? That's our
I'm going to
lowest.
go with 4.
Let's say 5.
Okay, I'll say
Five's a
2
safe
for
one.
you because that's the right one. What party has Inger Støjberg been a member of before? Right now, she's the leader of the Danish Democrats, which is a right-wing
So
party, not a Democrat party like yours.
so which one of these look fashy?
Number 1.
I'm going to say this Venstre, for French.
That's a
No,
type of coffee.
we use the V as you use a double V.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I mean,
We're not
damn
German.
Doesn't that sound like a coffee type, though? That doesn't sound like a political party.
Yeah. Sounds like a brand of coffee.
It
I
does
have a
sound like
double
something I'd
Winston
order
at
at
least.
Starbucks.
It's
If
the
I went to a
Social
Starbucks.
Democrats, Venstre, which is left, which is a right-wing libertarian party, or the Conservative People's Party.
I'm guessing the Conservative People's Party.
Oh, she was in
She's-
left. My former party. When did the moderates get elected to the National Assembly the first time? 2007, 2015, 2022.
2022.
Exactly. They was made in 2021. What party had the most votes at the election to the European Parliament in Denmark in 2024?
The commies.
Socialistic Folk Party, the Danish Democrats, or the radical left?
Radix Verum. There's
The
Christina's
radical
channel.
left.
Radical left. I'll say the Socialist People Party, just to make sure that you get elected. What happened in the year 1849? Denmark lost Skåne. That's the part of Sweden.
Great Danes were invented.
Stavnsbåndet was removed. That's the indented servitude that everyone who wasn't royalty was forced to live, where the nobility said you had to live. Or we got our constitution.
I'm going with you guys no longer had to be servants. Now you're just slaves to the state. I mean,
I'm going with
we love our state and the state is awesome. Please tax us harder, Daddy.
That's the year we got our constitution. So
Y'all are slow. Wow.
what are the I don't know what is it, the 30s, the 50s, or the 70s that Thorvald Stauning was the state minister. He had a very
the
famous
50s.
he had a very famous poster called Stauning or Chaos. So he must play W.
Oh, that sounds like the 30s.
It was. He was the guy who gave us
Sounds like
Social
Nazi.
Security. When did the borders between Denmark and Germany? When was the last time the borders between Denmark and Germany was changed? 1720.
1920.
Exactly.
I'm going to take a guess.
We had an election to vote away from
What
them.
did Germany do this past century other than rewrite borders? I mean, they truly are the.
But
the-
that's that's an easy way to become. I don't know. Do you have an online American citizen? I should try an American one if you have the same type of thing.
I think we do have a citizenship test. I don't know if it's online, but we'd all fail it pretty much.
I know, I
Iris,
probably would fail it.
Iris, I love you that you said 1920, but then you said the Second World Kerfuffle, which famously started on the 1st of September 1939 with a fake attack on a German radio station on the border to Poland.
Hey, how else were we going to get Poland involved in the party if we didn't RSVP for them?
Yeah, they showed up with in Polish uniforms. That's a good way to start a war. Dear diary, Jamie being a meanie to hips. You know it.
Hey,
Iris.
I'm close. It's a little tight.
I was trying out do you have stressless chairs in the US? It's normally like a reclining chair for your TV room. I don't know if it's a
We
Like a
call them
recliner?
recliners.
Like Lazy
you know.
Boy?
No, it's called stressless. I didn't say lazy boy. I said stressless.
Well, it's
Like
a
the massaging
stressless
chairs?
chair.
A lazy boy is a brand name. Stressless is a brand name.
Well,
It's just a
Lazy Boy is
recliner.
like the recliners.
No. Lazy boy is it's kind of like a Hoover. A Hoover is a vacuum cleaner, but it's
But it's
just
so
a brand.
ubiquitous that it means the same thing. Language
Black
creoles are a
lady.
thing, Baker. That's why we say the Aldi's. It's a creole. We all agreed. You just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Their practice says I should try and do one of those. Just to see without any, because we get these every year where, the new test is in and people are failing them way too hard. Yeah, but they study for it. If they can't even learn, I did school once. I know most of these answers. I didn't study for that test. I would probably have I think it's 45 questions. I normally get between 37 and 38 right on them. But if you study for it, yeah, you should be able to pass. What? I was talking about something I forgot.
Stressless chairs. What is the
Yeah,
stressless
I'm just-
chair?
So
thing
are
that
you
talking
getting
about?
one?
Stressless is a brand like Lazy Boy is a brand, Jamie.
Hey, you
Well,
want to go sit
yeah,
on the
but-
lazy boy?
Brokers
You want to go
and
sit on the
Aldi
stress
are
list?
both shops. It's not the same shop.
Okay.
Lazy Boy and Stressless are chairs, but it's not.
So what's the
same
great
chair.
value brand? What's the off brand? What do you call those chairs?
It's probably like the IKEA one I have now. But I was just I was out looking for them because it's a very expensive chair. It costs like $1,000, and I thought,
Does it have a cup holder?
No, that's the worst part. It was the.
How can
the
you call it stressless when
smallest-
you're stressed about keeping your cup,
It was the smallest little weird chair. You couldn't really. There was no support, and it cost $1,000. I could buy a high-end chair for that. Check Discord. You check Discord.
Holy
Who
cow,
are you yelling at?
my boys
Jemima.
are yelling, "You're a weirdo. No, you're weird. Also, you're adopted." And my husband has to step in. No, you're all related. You're not adopted. I too could be adopted. You never know. My biological mom could come right in here. Yes, I could.
U.S. citizenship prep quiz. Now you get to laugh at me as like I just got to
Well,
laugh at you.
I feel like I wouldn't become a citizen if I had to take one of
Oh,
these
we should do
tests.
one where
I think
everyone
they'll
did
kick
it.
me out.
We the
We the
people,
people.
in order to create a more perfect union.
What is the supreme law of the land?
80 and umpteen years ago.
Where can you add? Oh, that's the Constitution.
Yes.
So, continue. How many amendments are there? 12, 27, 100, and 110. There's more than 12 because the 19th is where everything went wrong. So I'm going to 27.
The 19th.
The 27th also went wrong too, if you want to ask, but
I don't know what the 27th is. So,
Daryl.
speaking, how many amendments make up the Bill of Rights? Oh, that's a weird one. That's 5, maybe? No.
I believe it's 10, but I could be very wrong. I'd go between 5 and 10. 3 seems
We tried.
too little.
What does the First Amendment grant? It's the freedom of speech. Oh, freedom
And
of religion,
religion
freedom of
and
thought
peaceable
speech.
assembly.
Freedom of religion.
But it's also freedom of speech, right?
Oh, how can we?
Yeah, the first
The
couple
most
cover
embarrass-
speech, religion, and assembly. People
Look
forget.
at
about
you.
Banter, you're going to be a citizen here. You can stay live with us in our little commune of people that don't leave our houses.
that. I only know the first
Which
two
of-
amendments. I'm an expert on those.
Which of these is not the right from the Declaration of Independence? Liberty, justice, pursuit of life. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Isn't that
Yeah,
what you
justice
say?
isn't really there.
Justice.
Yeah. I
Oh, we're
come
doing a
across.
quiz.
You don't have
This
it.
is a more interesting one.
One nation under God,
Invisible.
Indivisible,
invisible
with liberty and justice.
and Taco Bell for all.
Taco Bell.
You got it.
Indivisible
Invincible.
and justice for all.
No, I'm going with
Got it.
invincibility. Screw that one. We need to go back.
What does the rule of law
Yeah.
mean? The government may bypass the law. Sick people can break more laws. Oh, that could be cool. No one is
Sick
above the
people.
law. The rich can get
Definitely
away
D.
with more. It's
Definitely
the
D.
Well, what is the truth and what is actually practiced?
which of these brands is not of the government? It's the White
Tree
House.
branch.
It's the,
It's the presidential.
right? Because
Yes,
it's
because
outside
it's
of
covered under the executive.
We're
the
starting to
Senate
sound
is one
smart.
half of
I know.
Congress. Which is the other half? The House?
House of
Yes.
Representatives.
I'm
Although
smart, y'all. How many years does a president run in one term? That's not real
Depends on
words.
if he cancels democracy, then 84.
Yeah. The only reason to have rules is to be able to break them. Who was elected president of the United States in 2016? That was
Hillary
Donald
Clinton.
J. Trump.
I'm just kidding.
She was the president of our heart.
Yeah. It was my internalized misogyny that really hurt her. It was all from me.
Who
I'm
was
sorry,
the first
guys.
president of the United States? Benjamin Franklin.
Of course.
He should have
And his
been. He
turkey.
got more tail than Washington.
Man,
What
good
is
old
the
BF.
capital of the United States? I've been there. Washington, D.C.
U is the capital of United States. Duh.
Utah.
Oh. What is
Right
the
in the middle
deadline to
there.
send in your taxes?
April 15th.
Yeah, I was.
For
Do
me,
you call it
October
Satan's
15th.
birthday? We do that in Denmark when it's tax day.
You're supposed to.
We wanted to name it
file your
Luciferia, but no one came with that.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? The founding fathers. Oh,
It
it
was
wasn't
Thomas
Lincoln.
Jefferson.
He wasn't around. It was Thomas Jefferson. I thought it was
Definitely
John
Lincoln.
Hancock.
Sorry, Iris. Sorry.
It's Herbie Hancock. That's what I always remember.
Oh, do not help
Supposed to
me.
be helping.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, 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 dun,
When was the
dun,
Declaration of
dun, dun,
Independence ratified? Was it ratified in 1776 or was it just given in 1776? So it's a trick question that it wasn't ratified till a year later, because I'm going to go with this one. That's correct. What is the
Woo.
largest brand of the United States military? That's Army.
Awesome.
Look at him.
Which war
Which
divided,
war divided our country?
All of them?
The
It's,
meme war of 2016.
Yeah, Harambe. In what word, what did Martin Luther King Jr. fight for? Equality. What federal holiday
Marxism.
did President Biden proclaim in 2021?
Oh,
29 National Lasagna Day,
Juneteenth.
National Fried Chicken Day,
They put National
Sidewalk
Fried
Egg
Chicken
Fry
Day. Jesus. This has become effing hilarious.
National Watermelon Day, National Fried Chicken Day,
Sidewalk.
I'll go with
National
Juneteenth,
Go to
but-
the Barber
because the other
Day.
one was too racist. What is the national bird of the United States? The turkey.
The turkey.
turkey.
Mm.
The only bird stupid enough to drown in rain.
The blue-footed booby.
Blue-footed boobies.
What year did the United States declare independence from Britain? 1776 will
years.
commence again.
That's
What's the highest court in the United States? It's the one in Denver, Colorado. Supreme Court. It was a joke, Jamie, because the Colorado is Who was the first woman to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court? Sandra Day O'Connor, Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Keegan, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I think the last two, this one is still there, and this one just died. So it's one of the first. Is it Keegan?
Yes.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Nope.
It was
Sandra Day
Sandra Day
O'Connor.
O'Connor.
Yep.
Well, I'm trying. What's the
Uh-oh.
longest
It's
river
okay.
in the United States? Is it the mighty Mississippi? Is it
Probably
again,
not.
because that's one. I don't know where. I don't have.
Take
I
out
would've guessed
your-
Mississippi.
Your Melissa and Doug map. We've got to do this now. Invigonate
but
your
that's-
map, and then we'll see which one is longer.
Is he getting out that map?
Ohio is here, but if that flows down, it looks like there's a big river going down here. Then you have Missouri. That's here. And then you have Colorado. I'm going with Ohio based on this map. That was correct. Thank you,
The
Melissa.
Ohio River?
Yeah.
The Ohio feeds into the Mississippi, so I guess the Mississippi would be a subsidiary. So
There you go.
there you go.
I didn't know that.
What does the stripes on the flag represent? The old 13 colonies, right? The
Spaghetti's and
13
meatball.
original colonies. I think so. Yeah. That was no, that was wrong. Stupid. What do the 50 that's the 50 states, but there's 52 because that's what Obama said. That's
That's just
right.
what looked good.
No, I had two wrongs. I'm
All right.
What's the
this
first line
one-
of our national anthem? It's
Baker.
"Fire it in dit land." It's
Jose.
Jose.
Jose, can you
all
see?
the things were gone.
Jose,
Oh,
can you
yeah.
see if the
Yeah.
lights are still on?
It's
If tomorrow all the things were gone.
oh, say can you see?
Oh my gosh, if we had another
What's the
Africa
glory
aid
we have
with
in the bright twilight's bright gleaming. Yeah, that's one. That one. What's the capital city
Oddly-
of the USA? What capital city? Isn't what?
basically what is the capital of the United States?
But I had the capital before.
Well, they want to make sure
That's a
you
stupid
understand
question.
all power devolves from Washington if you're going to be a new citizen.
16th
Who's the
president
16th
was President Rushmore.
Rushmore.
I think it's Lincoln.
He didn't like the
but I'm
theater.
not sure. I was right.
Well, he had a big hit in the theater, but it was only once.
Aw.
He never gets old.
Who
What,
opposes
too
the
soon?
Republicans?
Jamie,
Too soon, Mo. I'm so-
The Democrats. How many questions do I? Jeepers, that's a lot. How many
30
There's a
state
lot.
senators are there?
Iris, I'm
51
too
from
lazy
each
for
state?
that.
No, there's two.
Too many.
There's two. No, I'm an idiot.
Yes.
Well, time's up.
Time's up.
But I got more correct than you did on the Danish test.
How many do you get to get wrong and before they say denied?
Jamie, I haven't applied for American citizenship yet.
You really should and just see.
you really should. I mean,
Do it.
Who was the youngest president? I believe it was either Obama or Bill Clinton. It's one of those. Bill Clinton was the youngest when he came in, but I think Obama was younger when he came. Yeah, I remembered that the second I hit 50, that you have two state senators.
we try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to go. I should do a video going through it and then just yelling. Clinton, JFK, Obama. No, Clinton was the youngest when Clinton was 42 when he got elected, right?
I don't know.
We should ask who was the
Was it
highest
JFK?
president.
Yeah.
Because
I thought
Roosevelt was
JFK was
rocking
younger.
some nose clams when he did the whole live in infamy thing. JFK was always high as balls. So, I mean, I want to find out who was the highest president of them all.
We know the first ones were
Maybe
the drunkest. The first one were the drunkest. I think JFK was probably the one doing most drugs.
Is it weird we have multiple
And
presidents
women.
that married their cousins?
It was a small country back then. It wasn't like there was. It was slim pickings, as they say down south in
Slim
Alabama, where she
pickings.
comes from.
Betsy Ross got around.
Hey, you know, what
Theodore
stays in the
Roosevelt was the
Roosevelts
youngest
stays in the
taking office.
Roosevelts.
Puddletown will now have a live feud with Nightbot.
He has a blood feud.
If she isn't good enough for your own family, she isn't good enough for anyone else's.
Hey, that's how you meet people at the family reunion.
JFK was 38.
Don't knock it. You know your in-laws. I mean, that's half the battle. When your in-laws are also your outlaws.
Teddy Roosevelt was hot, says Dictionary Diva. He was
Yeah.
cool.
No, the Egyptians didn't do that, but the Egyptian royalty did it. And then when they were taken over by the Macedonians started doing that. That's why Cleopatra is in a long line of inbreeding. Probably why
Yeah, but she didn't have a Habsburg jaw, so I mean,
No, but a few of her forefathers. No, that was the old royal house. They had a lot of bone problems.
well,
Which press
you know,
got stuck in the White House bathtub? That was. I actually know
No.
this.
the best president
Garfield,
ever, Taft, the best
Taft.
president,
Yeah, he was so
also
fat. he
married
got
his
stuck.
cousin.
He
So
was
we've
the
got
one who was so
Roosevelt
fat
and
he
a
got
Taft.
stuck or something. Who's the one who died before? On his after his inauguration, he was like president for 2 days or something.
Hamilton, I think, because he got in
Teddy
a duel.
didn't start the Rough Riders. That was DMX.
I can just picture Teddy Roosevelt in Cuba fighting in the Spanish-American War with, you know, X gonna bring it to you, X. Just the Rough Riders coming in. Oh, Jedi Jess, you're right. I'm wrong, as per usual. I don't remember this stuff unless there was a musical made about it. How am I supposed to know these things?
I like. Who was the first one they tried the X-ray on, where they put him on a spring bed and they couldn't find the bullet because they saw this bed through the. It wasn't Lincoln. That was too early. It was one of the presidents who got. Was it Harding or something that got puked
McKinley?
a couple times? McKinley. Yeah, where they tried to X-ray him and to find the bullet, and they couldn't see it because there was springs in the bed. I love modern medicine and presidents.
Well, you know.
Well, it's about that time. 2 hours has gone by. We didn't get to do any of the crazy laughing lady today, so we'll do it twice next
Aw.
week.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
I'm sad.
Well, now I know your lifeline and how many kids you're going to have.
Yeah. Grift yourself.
Drink
Don't you have
more
a channel?
urine. Oh yeah, I do. Yes, if you like schnorky videos, that's about all I do now. I don't really want to be a streamer, but I'll put up videos of my little dog. Because when I put up videos of myself, they get 100 views, and if I put up one of Schnork, it gets thousands. So you go with what works.
yeah, he's way
Go with the
prettier than
cuter.
you are and smarter too.
Yeah, you
Definitely.
gotta tailor to your audience.
Hey guys, it's Mo here. We have Legal Shenanigans Theater. We are still on Tony Todd. So Legal Shenanigans Theater is taking a tip from Disney, and we are doing the turd that became a real boy, or the fart that became a real boy, but he's still a turd. So join us for 90% tangents and 1% interrogation. And my channel name is Mo in the Deep End.
I
There
think
was
she
a
meant-
story behind it.
I think she meant Zach, but
Oh, sorry, Zach.
No.
What is your puppy animal channel?
I don't know. It's just Zach. It's just my channel. I don't.
Just put it in.
It's
the
got it's
chat.
it's Zach 3392 or something like that. I don't know.
He's too cool to have a real channel name, so he's just
put it up in the chat. So
Woohoo.
It's the one that YouTube gave me 100 years ago.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like your
you're
name
old.
or something.
Thanks, Jemima.
You're old.
Hi. I'll be like Zach. Join the Discord. We have movie night. We have Craft and Chat. Craft and Chat is today at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Correct, ladies?
Yes.
Mm.
Thank you. And then we will do movie night on Sundays at 4 p.m. We're doing Lethal Weapon.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. And I don't know what the second one is. Hang on.
Lethal
To all a
Weapon
good
2.
night. No. We usually do like a main movie and then kind of like a goofy movie.
Which is 90 minutes of you ladies gossiping.
Gossiping.
Are you new, Baker? It's like you've never been married before.
Yeah.
I just know I learned from me and Zach's new prophet that you ladies, while we are drinking our lukewarm morning urine, you like to frolic. That's what I've learned the last week.
I do enjoy a good frolic. Yeah, that's me right there in a nutshell. Jamie and I, a good frolic indoors with a book.
Indoors, exactly.
Sadly, Mo is very short of beaches in Indiana.
It's a hard time. I do have to get my own sand from the sandbox, pretend I am looking at an ocean. I can't
I
even
live
put
in the
those
middle
stupid
of the
things on my
state, so-
Instagram, like scenery that gives you inspiration. And you just see my backyard and kids trying to explode, spray paint cans.
You could frolic on a covered bridge.
A covered.
No, of
Well,
course you
bad
don't.
things happen.
You don't pee in the shower because you don't waste your drinking. It's medicine, y'all.
Oh my
Look
God.
it up. It's on the internet. If you all want some comedy, that is my life. Go to Chat and Craft Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk
Everybody
about
join the Discord. Come to the Craft and Chat today, 4 p.m. Eastern, and gossip.
Mexican and Mormon, the new comedy show Iris and Danny T is making.
Oh,
Hey,
cool.
Scott. Everyone's coming in right up. We're leaving. But that was this week's entertainment on Stabuday. Get you ready to go out, do all the shopping you didn't do yesterday because you were afraid Black Friday would mean that you would get into a fight with a geriatric over a $3 washcloth. But
It was a
the good-
Furby this year. I was gonna go, out and really get one, and then I realized they're demonic, and I don't need a TV.
How did I get Zach to be this quiet? He's on camera, so it's easier to be a smartass in chat. That's why he doesn't like to stream, because then he can't sit there and say,
I'm shy.
Yeah,
I've always
right.
thought you to be a very retiring and subdued type of person.
Nah.
I didn't refuse to square up in a competitive art stream. I said, I can't draw. That's exactly what I said. I didn't say I didn't want to do anything. I said, I can't do it. But I'll make a fool of myself any day of the week.
I would love that. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Diva
yes.
and her beautiful and then Baker over here with the stick figures.
Come on, that stick figure of how you explained how John O'Keefe died changed my life.
Yeah.
And
Not
the
to mention
corner
Garth
kisses
Brooks.
with
The Garth Brooks drawings were stellar.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
him just
Baker
lying in
doesn't
the
want us to
bathtub.
know that's how he got his back problems, but Lil D got kind of heavy.
I told him, hey, Garth, you're not strong enough to do this. And he said, yeah, I tried it on a makeup artist before. I can do it. And I said, it feels good, but...
How do you get
My
it?
glasses. My glasses.
She has to keep
That's
the
why-
glasses on.
That's why I don't have
And
my
how-
glasses on anymore.
That's why Baker
How-
comes in with this and the glasses is Garth Brooks.
Gallons.
Oh, a woman not hearing what a man said? That's a first. We'll be back to Monday with some Sarah Boone. I'd better get out of here after that one.
What exhibit are you referring to? I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor. All right, 100.
100.
Because it is 100%
100%.
correct.
Checking your honor. So you literally built a cannon?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right, I'm in love.
Go back. Please do that again. Oh, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
While I'm waiting for this, did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No,
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
no,
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
probably did. Everybody has.